Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Mom's Basement. And today we have Dirty's Love Academy, DirtyHotte playing Super Seducer, and today we have a special edition because today we will be streaming from the hot tub. Isn't that wonderful? Because that seems to be some kind of trend, and for every trend, no matter how cheap, Dirty is on board. And Mom said before I stream from the hot tub, I should read the following statement. Warning! The following scenes may be disturbing to some viewers. So, ladies and gentlemen, you have been warned. Okay, so let's start over again. So, welcome again, ladies and gentlemen, with DirtyHotte in the hot tub for Super Seducer Part 4. Unfortunately, we have to continue as last time in the coffee shop with Brianna, or whatever she's called. So let's just dive right into it and see how that goes. Oh, actually it's pretty cozy. Yeah, chat. Water's feeling great. I'm here in the corner of my hot tub. It's basically not that easy because I had to get all the electronics away so we don't have an electronic accident. Yeah, so let's start with the first one. I might have to read some stuff out because the hot tub is a little bit in front of it. So let's start with A. Ask if someone is using that chair, then sit with her. Cheeky. B. Stay standing and ask what she's reading. C. Ask her opinion of what to get as a present for your female friend. Sit down as you ask. Accuse her of pretending to read when she's really hunting for men. That's totally serious. Oh, I shouldn't hit the hot tub too hard. E. Tell her you've read that book and that he dies in the end. I don't know if it's even a crimi. I'd say let's start on easy and go for D if she's hunting for men. Let's see how that plays out. That was my nipple covers. We gotta try we gotta stay safe here, ladies and gentlemen.
Yo, what's up?
Hi.
Move a little bit.
Don't look surprised. Come on. I know you were just reading that book.
Oh, sorry.
And you're like, oh, there's a guy. I hope he comes and picks me up. I'm just going to pretend I'm reading this book and he'll think I'm really smart. And here I am.
Is this
it's your lucky day.
Is this a shtick? Are you trying to be funny?
Shtick. It's a happy moment for you. Because I've
Oh
come
my
and
God.
told
Why is
you.
she so aggressive?
I can't tell if you're joking.
No, not at all. I mean, there you are. Blonde hair. Short dress. Nice, by the way.
Okay, first of all, I don't need to explain my choices to you. Eurotrash. So why don't you just...
No, you don't have to explain your choices.
Why not? And I
Be
do
a little
like
bit more
feisty
friendly to
girls,
Dirty.
Maybe we could go
Oh
together.
God. Well, I actually have a
You've got a
boyfriend.
little bit of spirit. You've got a boyfriend.
I've got a boyfriend.
Boyfriend? He's like your gay best friend that you go shopping with.
No, he's like
Is
my
that your
boyfriend.
gay best friend you go shopping? Yeah.
I don't need him to like me as long as you like me.
I don't like
and you.
you.
do like me.
I don't. Really, you're very offensive. And even if I didn't have a boyfriend, this would never happen. Because you're truly a disgusting human being.
Well,
I'm not a disgusting human being. I'm here in my hot
That's
tub.
my opinion, and it's the
Enjoying
only opinion
life.
that matters in regards
beautiful
to
temperature.
how this progresses.
you're going to change your mind, trust me. We're just going to spend a bit more time together.
I should have purchased something inflatable,
I can assure you.
like a hot
Oh,
dog.
look, your
Or
boyfriend's
something,
not
or a
here,
donut.
and you're going to like me, trust me. Everyone likes me.
I don't like you. I already know. I know.
You
So-
will.
I won't.
You will.
Really, I'm just trying to read. And you're...
Trying to read.
I'm...
Hey, Mom, where did we put the champagne?
This
Oh my
again.
God. Okay.
There's the
no,
champagne,
seriously,
actually.
It's not funny.
where
You're
did I put-
offensive. And I think you would
Yeah,
have
it's
to
a hot tub with a bar in it.
I've lots of good luck with
I'm
everyone.
sure you
So
do.
so I can get my coffee from under the water. Beautiful.
Listen, it's not about my chance, it's about your chance.
Hey,
Today's your
Jay,
day. So
thanks
put
for the
book down.
resub.
What's your name?
Let's get to know each other.
Yeah,
Richard.
hell of a
Make sure
journey
to
it
tell you
was.
something. On my lucky day,
And now we're playing Super Seducer in the hot tub, and I'm losing my nipple cover.
I'm not interested.
Unlikely.
Hilarious.
I think that an unemployed
Ah,
homeless man
warm and cozy
is
in
an
here.
okay choice.
I just said I need something
Well, I'm
inflatable.
unemployed,
I'm not surprised.
but I have a home.
Well,
That dialogue is actually pretty long.
Okay, now put the book down. Let's,
really, you
Let's,
should go. My boyfriend will not like you.
Didn't she say we should go like
What, he's coming-
10 minutes ago?
Yeah, he'll be here. We're going on a date, actually.
Is he a little midget that I can just pick up and...
No, he's like a football player, American football, or men are men.
They're bigger than the English football guys, I guess. Look, I guess I'll go, but look, I'm going to leave
losing the nipple covers.
I don't want it.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you lose the nipple covers, it's not on me.
I'll leave it now, and...
If I'm not being on Twitch next week,
No.
But
I might have lost the
one
nipple
night when
covers.
you're at home, feeling a little bit randy, maybe touching yourself.
Okay.
Oh my
And your
god.
boyfriend's out
Seriously.
of town.
You need to
Boyfriend's
just
out of
go.
town.
Just
Yeah, I'll go now. And
Yeah,
call
you need
me.
to go.
Call me when he's out of town and you're feeling, you know, a little bit...
That's Dirty's golden hot tub.
I'll come around.
Absolutely, Jay.
you just go.
Temperature is perfect.
Call me.
No.
I had to get all the electronics, like the microphone, a little bit out of the
Now, that
way
was
in
funny,
Mom's
of
basement,
course,
and we had
in the game,
to change the
definitely,
lighting.
You should carry on choosing funny choices. However,
But if that
in
one is a
real
success,
life, bear in
we
mind
might bring the hot tub
overall
more in the
concept
center in the
that
future.
When you approach a woman, you should be
I'm
trying
most
to
afraid of
brighten
the
up
nipple
her
covers
day,
because
make
I think
her
the
feel
water
good,
isn't good
give
for
her
them.
some, you know, interesting feelings, and by being very aggressive, obviously you're doing the opposite, and it's really bad karma.
Let's swim over here. Beautiful. Next option. Man, we are talking pretty long. Then I'd say we go for what we want to get as a present for our female friend and just sit down with her. How about that? How about that?
Hey, excuse me. Can I get your advice on something, please?
Sure.
All right, well, what it is, I'm just on the way to shopping mall, and it's my...
Actually pretty
friend's
wet.
birthday.
Pretty wet in here.
And
But the
I thought
temperature
it
is
was the
good.
last minute, but I need to get her something.
I
And actually,
should
I was
have
looking at
installed
you.
the hot
You've got
tub
very similar
during
style,
winter.
So
It would have been much
do you
better.
have any ideas for like a cool birthday present? I don't know, $30 to $70. What do you think's good?
What's the nature of your relationship?
Oh, friend. She's just a friend, like for a few years.
Does she like music?
Yeah, yeah.
What
Well,
do
would
I
say
know?
It's always better.
She's my
to
female friend. I want to
pick
lay her.
something
I don't know if
that's
she's interested in
experience
music.
than Something you can hold. So maybe
Okay.
cheap concert tickets.
Nice. Yeah, that might be good actually.
Yeah,
And there's this box
I
office
already
place,
said
I
it. We
can
have to
see what they've
replay
got.
the Brienne stuff.
Yeah, very good. Thank you for that.
I'm sorry for that
Thank you, by
because
the way.
that seems like the
Nice
most
to meet you.
boring date or flirt engagement in the whole game.
Situations like a coffee shop or in the daytime, an
Hello,
opinion
you two
opener
beautiful.
works very
Want to
well
join
to get
Dirty
you
in the
into a
hot tub?
conversation. And notice that
I
you
guess
don't
it would
stay
be better than on
standing.
this
You
bed.
make sure that you sit down in the process
Sitting there
of
for
answering
hours
the question to
with
get you sitting
the
together.
empty
So it's the
gaze
correct option.
you have. We have to pick something. I have to swim. Swim back here. Yeah. Find out about her. What exactly does the game mean? What do we want to find out about her? Her address? Her phone number? Where she lives so we can follow her? I'm not sure. B. Use books as a way to show off. We don't do that. Say that her hair is kind of nice and transition to inviting her back to your house. I guess we did that last time and surprisingly that didn't work. Ask whether she comes here often. Now let's talk about her first.
And you normally read...
We need some stalker material.
No. I mean, I think, well, in every book there's a little philosophy. I'm not a huge Kafka fan. I was just in Prague recently.
He's from Czech Republic. Oh,
Well,
that's
yeah,
interesting.
that's where his house is.
I didn't know actually.
Yeah. Well, if you go, they'll talk about Kafka.
Ladies and gentlemen, Dirty Hottie,
And what else do you like to read? Do you like...
coming to you
I
live from
generally
Mom's basement
read
from the hot tub. And I have to apologize for that
And,
boring
like,
dialogue.
20th century American lit,
Okay. Who's that, Mark Twain or something?
like Salinger, or
It's horrible.
maybe
Don't
I just recently read a
don't
novella
go to his
called
home with him.
No Pigs Would Die.
Oh God,
Today, no pigs would die.
Yeah.
That's like
it's the
whenever I
worst
think
flirt
of
I've
him.
ever seen.
Or Muslim.
Well, I won't spoil it, but you're on the right track.
Oh yeah, nice one.
Hey Chad, hey Jay, I guess the dialogue is a little bit low, right?
I read a lot of different stuff, so I
You might have to up that.
business, biography, psychology, philosophy too, and I like old English classics and Russian classics.
Russian classics, such as
Tolstoy, Dostoevsky,
You
all,
like
all the
Tolstoy?
usual stuff. Yeah, I think he's a great writer. And obviously in translation maybe it's different, but
Oh God,
Still-
hopefully she doesn't ask anything detailed about Tolstoy,
Tolstoy Margarita.
because then you're fucked.
Yeah, cool.
yeah.
I'm pretty sure.
Nice one. That's good. We have something in common already.
Yeah,
I have to. I
guess
have
so we
to.
do.
So the hot tub isn't really finished. I have to install the bubble
Correct.
stuff.
It's important to always focus the conversation on the girl as much as possible, because then it's just going to be more interesting for her.
So how are you able to be free in the middle of the morning on a Thursday?
Yeah, because I don't need much money, because I'm living in Mom's basement.
Kind of from the laptop, from home.
So I don't have to work
from
in the middle of the day.
Say
Isn't it obvious?
stuff. And with America, so in Europe, I need to wait until they wake up and whatever. So
Right.
I'm kind of free, and
Yeah.
then can be working at home, lying in bed, lying on the balcony. Generally lying down, working.
That's
So
nice.
that's cool. And how about you? How come you're not at work now?
Well, I work at the university, so I have kind of an unusual schedule. I have some free time during the day, and I work in the evenings.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah. That's nice. That's nice. Guess that she teaches sex education. Probably. Say you didn't go to university and that is a waste of time. DirtyHotte life advice. If it's possible for you to go to university, do it. It might pay off in the future. Find out whether she loves her job or is doing it just for the money. Are we still at the education thing or sex stuff? Let's go for C.
So you teach
She's
at
in it just for the money.
Interesting.
Yeah.
And tell me, do you actually like what you do, or you do it just for money?
No, I really do like what I do.
Great. You feel like you're making a
She's
difference
lying,
to
I can
people's
feel it.
lives and all of this?
Yeah, I actually do. I feel like what I do is important, and that
That's
the
beautiful.
information I convey
That's
will be
important.
valuable to these people and to my students.
Yeah.
It could be true, because I still remember my teachers from primary school and in secondary school. I don't know if you're the same, but did you like the subjects most where the teachers were good?
In hot water.
And then later, maybe you weren't even interested in that subject. So a good teacher can just change the whole course of someone's life.
Absolutely. And like looking back,
I don't want to interrupt that dialogue too often, but ladies and
whatever
gentlemen,
year you had the good teacher,
boys,
because
also girls, if you
what
see
learn
that,
is kind of irrelevant.
it's a prime example of how
I
not
think
to
so.
do it.
I hope so.
It's the most boring dialogue I've ever seen. I have to swim a little bit
It's very rare.
to
You
the
know, a lot of
side.
people just do it for money, and then they
Yeah,
feel
yeah,
moan about
that's
it and they
better.
hate it. So
Could-
good
could.
to meet someone like you who actually enjoys what they do.
Like the
and
turbines are
makes a
on.
difference.
Okay.
This is a nice thing that you can ask anyone, so well done for picking this. It's the right option, and it can always lead to an interesting conversation. Whether she's into a job, she can tell you why, or she's not, and she can tell you something else that she's passionate about.
And what's your subject? What do you teach?
American culture.
What does that entail?
So kind of quite a few different themes. For example,
The water is.
we kind of started with an
soldering
overview
the
of
nipple
American
covers.
values, which was really interesting.
So watch at your own risk, ladies and gentlemen. We are not
But
sure
that
what's going to
even
happen in
more so,
DirtyHotte's
for
live stream
example,
because it's live.
one is how Americans relate to the future. Like it's something we feel
Wonderful.
like we can control in some sense. And
Like Back to the Future?
The movie.
I don't see how. I don't know what you mean.
Okay, but Americans think that they control their own destiny.
Yeah.
Kind of, yeah?
If you wonder why my skin is so scrumbly, it's because of the water. When you're like hours in the hot tub, that's how your skin looks like. Ask what exactly that is. Suggest it's about inventing donuts and burgers. Can I? No, we can't leave. Damn it. I wanted to up the volume a little bit. Let me do that over here. That's also not possible. Wonderful. Okay. So I hope the volume of the dialogue is okay for you and you can all listen to it. Challenge her to explain why this is important. Make her feel good. Always make her feel comfortable.
American culture, what's that? It's like George Steinbeck, Edgar Allan Poe, and all that stuff? Or?
Sure, that's part of it.
What stuff?
I think
Yeah, okay.
my focus is more on what we could call contemporary culture.
Britney Spears.
Sure.
Sure, Britney Spears,
Sure,
Kanye
that is all
West.
relevant. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
That's all relevant.
That must be really interesting for the students then.
Hot tub streams,
Yeah, I think
donuts,
so. And just
burgers,
kind of
as Jay said in
seeing
chat.
how the Kanyes and the Kardashians, how their influence reverberates.
I don't know
through
who
the
actually
society,
invented the hot tub streams.
how Americans think.
US, Canadian,
And
South
why is it
American? I'm
useful
not sure.
for the students.
Because a lot of these students.
I mean, it's
aren't
clear
going
who
to
did the
stay
first male
in
hot tub
their
stream on
home
Twitch.
country, and at
Your
some
main
point they'll be
DirtyHotte.
interacting either with
From
those
mom's
who be in the
basement.
United States or just interacting
Hilarious.
with Americans. And have some perspective on their psychology or their ideology, whatever it is.
I guess it's
useful.
important, right?
I
Because
guess as
American
soon as
culture
this
is pervasive,
sorry
kind of
excuse
everywhere.
Said, yeah.
for a flirty dialogue
Seems to lead
is
the world.
finished.
I know that in
We
England
will play the
there's
hot tub song
Australia
once again.
and America with all the trends and everything, and it all follows, and then Europe a little bit later. But no, it's pretty cool then. And more than that, it must be really interesting for the kids.
Yeah, I think so.
Cool.
When someone has something that they actually care about in their life, you don't want to tease them about it or denigrate it. So it's good to give them some validation on something like this, you know, the job that she's obviously
Yeah,
passionate
or
about.
cats, squirrels.
I really enjoy my job.
Stuff like
There's
that.
this one little thing that's very frustrating. for me.
Ooh, check her
I have a
out!
problem where I can't print
Nipples,
all the
stay
copies
calm.
that I need, but I want my students to all have their own copy to take home. But then I have to go to the printer like every day, and it gets kind of expensive. So what do you think I should do?
Okay, say it must be annoying and tell her to ask for a bigger printing allowance. Tell her that if she has a college she doesn't like, she can ignore them. A colleague, sorry, not a college, a colleague. Be general and vague because you didn't listen. Be honest and say you were distracted by the girl. Normally I would say be honest, but not in this case when other women, or in case you're female and flirting with a man, other men, or in case you're preferring the same sex, that nobody of the sex you're interested in and you're flirting with is somehow confused, or that you looked at somebody else. Okay? So the person you're talking to is your priority at that moment. Yeah, just go with this one.
Well, that's bad. So I guess you don't have enough like paper.
Because
for
I didn't listen
students
that
and
much
stuff.
to the dark-haired girl.
I guess you can ask for more allowance or get them to share, but yeah, it's annoying.
Well done, you weren't distracted by the sexy chick that walked by, and that's something
I was,
that
but I
you
had
need
4
get
options
better.
to
Well done
pick.
for paying
That's a
attention
pretty
to
good
what
chance,
you are.
right?
So you got the teaching thing, and
You weren't distracted. You weren't distracted by the girl walking by. Sorry,
And I
ladies and gentlemen, the editor had her like full screen.
travel a lot.
I've traveled
For
quite a
sure
bit
I
in the
was
past couple of years
distracted.
especially.
Nice.
I would go like
where some
closer to the camera to show my dramatic face, but unfortunately the hot tub is a little bit limiting
Ukraine,
regarding movement.
Poland, Lithuania, Latvia.
nice, all of Eastern Europe and kind of
Yeah.
former USSR, yeah?
Yes.
Yeah, exactly.
Nice.
Former USSR.
And tell me, what's the absolute best place you've seen? Like, if people who have never travelled anywhere say, "Where's the best place that I should see?" Where is it?
I would actually say that you should go to the United States and go see the Grand Canyon. It's amazing. I can't do it justice with words, but it's wonderful.
Okay.
Tell her about your experiences in the Grand Canyon. I didn't. Did I? Have I been to the Grand Canyon? Yeah, no. Sorry. Ooh, my head is getting a little red because of the hot water. Say that you've never been. Hey, more! Welcome to Mom's Basement and to DirtyHotte's hot tub stream. Whew. Getting hot in here. Yeah, so we're in the hot tub and we're trying to get a crush on Brienne at this coffee shop or whatever it is, and I try to keep my nipples covered because the water is like dissolving the glue on my nipple covers. So we are close to the danger zone here. Okay, what was I about? What was I talking about? Ah, yeah, the options. B. Say that you've never been but would like to go. Yeah, it's it's the Plan B nip covers. I was thinking about something golden, but it's not here. C. Say that it's boring there and they don't even have Wi-Fi. Are we still talking about the Grand Canyon? D. Get her to elaborate on what she particularly liked. E. Tell her your favorite trip was to Thailand and the details of sexual experience you had there. if you're flirting, that's absolutely is absolutely what you have to pick. I mean, start with some Thai sexual experience where you're basically there as a sex tourist. That's what women like to hear, and men as well. So let's take E and see what
Do you
happens.
travel?
Yeah, I do. I used to travel a lot more than I do now. When I was younger.
I have some champagne in the meanwhile.
Of countries, Europe, Asia.
Oh yeah,
the
Asia.
Americas. Yeah.
Where were you in Asia?
Asia, I was in Japan, China, Hong Kong, like most of Asia, and I like Singapore, but probably my favorite place was Thailand.
So, tell me what you liked about Thailand.
Well, let's just say for a single guy who likes women, you know,
This will be great.
2, 3 women at a time. It's just,
4 or 5.
God,
4 or
the things I
5.
got up to in that week, just
What do you mean?
well, all your fantasies can come true. You go to the place, there's all these chicks.
Not to mince
It's
words.
you,
Are you-
$50.
You're describing prostitution.
Yeah, but it's legal there.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's legal, so it's okay. You, $50.
Yeah,
Shocking
and it's
admission.
cheap. The best thing is cheap, and they're pretty, very pretty, and happy. Happy prostitutes.
happy prostitutes.
Yeah.
Wow, that's really,
Yeah, okay.
that seems,
We have to talk about that
And I made
one.
them happier, I think.
I doubt that.
Because
Okay.
the other guys there, you know, there are loads of these horrible, fat,
This is really-
sleazy guys, and I'm, you know, very polite and friendly.
I'm not sure this is a,
I see it in her face. She's totally into it.
No, of course. I mean, you asked what I liked about Thailand, and I'm just
Yeah.
an honest guy. That's how
I
it is.
understand
So
honesty,
next,
but
yeah. I mean, if you ask me anything, you can, but you got to be ready for the response. So if you ask me what I like
suppose.
doing in Thailand, what I like doing in bed, what I like doing in,
Sorry,
you know,
have to-
other
oh, God.
places, a lot of places.
Stay on here.
I'll be
you
honest,
little
but that's
buggers.
cool. You know, don't need to talk about it. But it was all legal, and they were very happy.
I guess I just don't see how it being legal makes it any less disgusting.
It was quite dirty, but I wouldn't say disgusting. But anyway, we don't need to talk about it anymore.
Yeah, it's dirty
Okay, so
here,
there you
but
go.
not
Don't go to
disgusting.
Thailand. Don't sleep with prostitutes. Don't tell people about.
Oh,
prostitutes that
ladies
you
and
didn't sleep
gentlemen.
with when you didn't go to Thailand, and you'll be okay.
Okay, let us check. Let me just swim back for a second and elaborate on that one. I know it's very important to be honest, but if you're talking about the Thailand stuff, don't do it. Just don't. Just say you've never been there. Okay, if in doubt. I mean, it's a total surprise that didn't work out, right? Look, we are at chapter number 3. No, we are at chapter number 4 actually. So we should have learned something by now, and that is, let me get here to the hot tub, and that is, get her to elaborate on what she particularly liked about it. So you have to get her talking. Okay, you want to hear her opinion. It doesn't matter if you actually care about it, but it works most of the time.
Actually, I went there as well, and it was very beautiful. But tell me, what did you really like about it?
Getting hot in
Well,
here.
I suppose the fact that it is beautiful,
Take
and I
off all
think
your
I was there at a
clothes,
time in my
except
life
for the
when it was
nipples,
really impactful.
nip
So I
covers.
was the right age, and it was the right time, and so it was meaningful to me. But I'm excited to return. I think next summer. I'll
Yeah,
start.
and it's all for free, Morph.
Very cool. I'd like to go back as well.
I'm only
If
giving
I'm in America,
full-on
and I'm
valuable
nearby
advices.
Grand Canyon, which I guess nothing's nearby. But if I also want to go,
You're in Phoenix.
yeah, Phoenix, Arizona, then yeah, we could go. It'd be
Okay.
nice.
Yeah.
Good one. That's exactly right. When someone can talk about something passionately, you want to give them a chance to do that, not cut them off, talk about yourself, ask boring questions.
See,
Just give them a chance to open up.
Let her
This is the
talk.
perfect subject to connect on. Oh, should I say that? No. Oh. I've run out of things to say.
ask something. When you run out of things to say, ask something. How's the coffee? How is the spoon in the coffee? How are the flowers on the table? Anything. Don't be that quiet. Ask anything. If you're totally in doubt, ask, do you want to come with me at my home to the Golden Hot Tub? I mean, you can say that because you don't have a golden hot tub, but I have. And most of the time it works. I mean, I only have it a day, so we have to try that on my significant other. Hold eye contact and wait for her to speak. No, not gonna work. Either she leaves or you will be sitting there weeks later. B. Break eye contact and look around the venue while you think of what to say. No. Say you hate awkward silence. Do that. That's an icebreaker. I mean, come on, it's obvious.
You know, I hate awkward silences, but the good thing is that's only because we don't know each other too well, so won't have any when we're great friends, right?
Yeah, hopefully. Yeah.
This is not an absolute rule, but in most cases it's correct, so well done.
That's the most shitty sentence I've ever heard.
Well, since as
When
long
we're
as I
great
can
friends and
remember,
know
I've
each
always
other
loved
better
playing
than...
volleyball.
Yeah, come on, but Morph, let's
That's
face it, that's not
dedicated,
realistic.
Nice.
I mean, the way
played
he
at
said
school,
it-
I did in my school, but since then I didn't.
It's the
But
most
they play-
boring way
they
you
play
could have said
volleyball
it.
And they play on the beach.
Mm-hmm.
Do you play beach volleyball?
I will, yeah.
Oh, very
Can I
nice.
get some chat
Are you very good?
opinions
Yeah.
of if we will
You can
get
do
banned
that when
when I
you
lose
jump
the
and-
nipple colors? Because I think they won't stay on the whole stream.
Nice.
It's harder. on
I
the beach
already
because the
feel it.
winds are higher, but- Yeah.
Very cool. Yeah, it's a cool hobby. And anything else you do?
Yeah, probably the thing I do the most is study Russian for hobbies.
What a wonderful hobby. Really, great. Swimming back. Oh, it's a totally different seat over here. That's beautiful. Tell her it's stupid and that Putin is an evil and Russians are just vodka drinking idiots. We don't say that at Mom's Basement. The bubbles aren't connected right now, Morph, because it's all like last minute. But if this one is successful, we will put the hot tub a little bit more to the center of the attention, and we will have bubbles. We will have some. Yeah, maybe if you donate like $100, we activate the bubbles. I will get inflated stuff. We will get more tape. Yeah, we will get a golden mankini. Stuff like that is on the horizon. Okay, so we don't say that, okay? Because if she likes to study that, we don't bring her down, and that's not very. It's just not nice to say. I mean, we are open here at Mom's Basement for everybody and every culture and every opinion. B. Compliment her on choosing a tough language to learn. Tell her you failed miserably with languages at school. Except for French. Hey, Morph! Thanks for the 100 bits, and now I have to think about bubbles, okay? Okay, we work something out till next week. And I have to do some more plumber installation over here in Mom's Basement. But we figure something out. D. Show off by telling her about all the languages you speak. So those guys of you who haven't been at Dirty Love Academy Part 1 and 2 and 3, normally those sentences started with show off by telling her about your dick. And if that would be the case for D, that's what we would have picked. But that's not the option, so we can't pick that. We take B just to tell her how great she is, how tough the language is, and that if she's up for a challenge, she's basically definitely ready for us. In the hot tub.
Ah, you know, I meet loads of people that speak French, English.
Over here it's better.
Spanish, German, but Russian. It's really rare to meet someone who speaks Russian. It's
Yeah.
pretty cool. How come you chose that?
I don't really have a good reason. When I was in high school, I had the opportunity to do a study abroad, and my choices were France and Russia, and I didn't want to go to France, so I went to Russia, and then I just never quit.
I actually like that you chose something tough and that you stuck with it. And, you know, like I said, most people take the easy options all the time. So it's interesting and cool.
Yeah, Brienne, you're so cool.
Nice one. You know, when a
Yeah,
girl
nice
has
one,
something that
Dirty.
is a real
Nice
talent,
one.
something that
Nice one,
she should be
Klaus.
proud of, something she's worked hard on. That's the kind of thing you don't want to tease her too much on. So, you know, say well done, say you respect that, and say why, and then go deeper into it, because, you know, you need to find out why she would do that, why she was interested, what would make her spend the time on it, and it's going to lead to
This
interesting
because we want to go
conversation,
deeper into
make
it.
her feel good as well.
I noticed
Good
you're an accent.
idea.
Do you mind if I ask
Oh
where you're
god,
from?
cheap jokes!
England, actually.
Whereabouts?
Only in Mom's Basement, coming to you
Born
from
in
the hot tub.
London, but actually, you know what? When I was when I was young, I lived in South London, and they have a strong accent there. It's like South London and things.
So
like
if
that.
everybody of the Manscaped team is actually watching, we got a little bit hairy there.
Yes, very much.
So if I get a free Manscaped lawnmower, I will shave that smooth and silk again, and we can talk about a little partnership, Manscaped. I will definitely post that on Twitter. You like my British accent, don't you? I mean, I think we all agree I don't have a British accent. I'd love to, but that's far-fetched. Morph? You are exactly right. As said, like 5 minutes into that dialogue. You can already feel class. Ladies and gentlemen, if you learn something, then this is the prime example how not to do it. She's bored like nothing, and he's not really giving 100%. I'm not feeling the effort that he really wants her. I'm missing that. We had that in the clubbing chapter before. That was totally there, the energy. But that one is, I mean, that one is horrible. Yeah, tell her how girls go crazy about your British accent and you get laid everywhere. Especially in Thailand. Okay. Let me see the next one before I decide. Talk about how foreigners perceive English people and ask about how people react to her as an American. Fuck it, I say to go with B.
It's funny you should ask me.
Accent gets you laid everywhere.
Go crazy for it.
Do they really?
Yeah, maybe you are a bit now, but we'll get to that later. But yeah, just everywhere I go, oh my God, are you British in America or in? I don't
Oh
know,
my God, you're
Israel,
British!
everywhere.
My pants are going down like
You
instantly.
see this, and then they just don't have to do anything. Can talk about the most boring subject, and the girls just, you know, like this.
Yeah, good for you, because you're talking about the most boring subjects like for 15 minutes!
In England they don't, but
It's
when I travel,
unbelievable.
they really do. So that's why I travel, to be honest. Just get laid a lot.
Gross.
It's my accent.
That's very gross.
Very lucky. Proud to be British because of that mainly. So if you want me to say, you know, some stuff, tomato, potato, or whatever you say.
Tomato,
with my
potato.
English accent, tomato. How does that make you feel?
I feel nothing.
Does it make you?
Yeah, good. I mean, I absolutely agree. You didn't feel anything the last 15 minutes.
I don't.
Except
fetishize
maybe
it.
the urge that you want to die. Admit it.
What accent do you like then?
I don't fetishize any accent.
Ugh, it's a bit boring because I can do French accent and
Oh, look what I can do with my hand.
other accents.
Tricky.
Sorry.
You're telling me it's wasted on you.
It's wasted.
So
Yes,
you get
that's
me
an
wasted.
underwater cup.
Or something else, yeah.
Okay.
Although it's very true. 100% true. Then
I mean, even the two girls disappeared on the bed. Jane knows the two girls. They are like dying inside, inside like 3 episodes. But now they left. Yeah, I mean, well, we got some nice champagne, but we are using the DirtyHotte mug because that's how you drink in style, no matter what. Coffee, champagne. Single malt. Exactly, Jay. Exactly. Now they are gone. They couldn't cope it any longer. I think the Thailand story was too much for them. Talk about how foreigners perceive English people and ask about how people react to her as American. I mean, that's actually a civilized conversation. Maybe we picked that for a change.
Do you like the English accent?
Yeah.
Yeah, most people like it. They say it's
Pleasant.
kind of sexy, but maybe that's just when I speak it. But it's quite interesting actually in English because in some places.
That was
like
the most
America, we have a very
disinteresting
good
laugh
reputation.
I've ever
And in
heard.
some places like Spain. Where
Maybe
all
it's
the
just when
English
I
people
speak
go
it and
kind
she's
of
like,
partying, like the hooligans go drinking and stuff. So their reputation's quite bad. But
Oh,
how
I
do you
didn't know
find
that.
it being an American and traveling?
It
I
depends on
mean,
where you're at,
basically, you
but
could.
I guess
I mean, if the
generally
plan is we
people
bore
have
and
kind
talk
of
her to
negative
death,
stereotypes about the
and then we
United
carry
States and
her in our
Americans,
cave,
but
that might actually work.
it seems that a lot
If
of
he
people are willing
continues
to
like
take
that.
you
I mean, we don't really have
judgment
good
and
conversational options here.
That's good,
on
right?
a bunch
There's
of- oh, yeah.
We're lucky, yeah? We don't have any racism.
I have to agree with Morph. We need bubbles.
That's almost anywhere we go, right?
Yeah, that's true.
Next time we need bubbles.
This is the right choice, and it's always interesting to talk about cultural differences so it can lead to some nice conversation.
Nipple showing. I'm feeling it. Nipple showing down here a little bit. It's also the water is also getting colder. It's not helping. Say you like her and want to see her again. Ask for a number. Yeah, let's see about the other stuff. Okay, let's go over here. Beautiful. I'm floating around. I feel like I'm like 20 kilos lighter than usual. I mean, we could also do something like 1,000 bits, show off some apps. But I don't want to get you folks too crazy. That's why we keep it civilized today. And why we don't have inflatable bananas, donuts, or hot dogs in the hot tub. B, say that you think she is incredibly beautiful and that you want to take her on a date. That might be a little bit, I mean, yeah. We could, on the one hand, we could say it might be a little bit direct and a little bit soon. I mean, both are bored to hell. We know that right now. But ask Jay. we asked much. Or let's say we had a much more direct approach in episode number 1, where we were getting touchy in the first 10 seconds. And P Steps said in chat, that's absolutely going. Hey, Shelby! Welcome to Mom's Basement, to DirtyHotte's first hot tub stream. I hope you're not afraid at what you're seeing, but we have to go with the trends. Let me tell you something. I say we go for A, and I tell you exactly what happens. Richard will be on the bed. The 2 girls, which are dead inside already, might be also back. And he says she gave us the wrong number, because that's what he always says when we ask for a number.
Well, listen, it's been wonderful speaking with you. So
no, it was the most horrible experience in a male-female dialogue I've ever seen. But yeah,
sorry, it really was nice talking.
That's good to hear, Shelby. That's good to hear. I hope you're doing wonderful today.
Why, you don't like men, or you have a boyfriend?
I just don't want to see you again.
Why? Because of the sex story from Thailand?
Nice yeah, it's alright.
Yeah, I liked it too. Yeah, well, I wasn't going to see you again as well.
I didn't want to see you again as well.
Sorry about that. Cool. See you then. Enjoy your book.
Thank you.
Coffee.
I was talking with you because nothing else was going on here.
This is a case of going for the number when you're not sure that she likes you. If you
I'm pretty sure she doesn't like you. That's the point. That's the point. We could have aborted the dialogue like in the first 5 minutes.
Otherwise, even if you're persistent, it's likely to fail.
I don't know what to ask her because she doesn't like him. Let's go for the date. I mean, it couldn't be worse than with the number. If she says yes now, then I don't know.
I want to take you on a very romantic date. Dinner, candles, the whole works.
My skin looks strange because of hours in the hot tub.
Kind of seeing someone.
Room, is it?
Oh, it's a shame to hear, Shelby. I hope you get better soon.
Maybe room.
I'm doing pretty good, and I have to say, a little bath in the hot tub is very relaxing.
So. I'm pretty serious about it.
But as a victim of migraine myself,
nothing gained.
I know how fucked headaches can be. Sorry to hear that. But I hope you get well soon.
I mean, I'll go for it. No, it's okay. All right.
Fingers crossed. Did we actually score something?
It's too early to make that kind of move.
Oh, it's too early to make that thing. What did your man DirtyHotte say? Right in the beginning with the options, it's too direct. She's bored like nothing. Yeah, that with the boyfriend is an excuse. I mean, if I would be her and I would have to talk to him with that chemistry going on, I would have said I'm like married the 5th time to somebody I don't even know, and I don't want to talk to her to you anymore, Richard. I guess we go with C then, because that's the last option we have, right? What are you doing in your free time? Obviously, reading and drinking coffee.
Study Russian and whatever, but
And getting disturbed by you, Richard.
All of the above.
Sorry, Richard, I hope you don't take that personal. The class and DirtyHotte at DirtyHotte's Love Academy, we appreciate your effort.
do you smoke shisha?
Hookah.
Yeah, hookah you call it in America, right?
Yeah, I have from time to time. I'm not a huge
What's
fan,
hookah?
I quite like it. They say it's
Yeah.
really unhealthy, but
but It
I think
seems unhealthy.
once a month. But you don't cough
Oh,
after,
sorry.
so therefore,
It's healthy?
yeah.
I don't know what
Do it
hookah is.
sometime,
Is
like
it bad that I don't know what it is?
Hookah, cocktails, and then dancing.
Oh, maybe.
Did he mean Hooters?
When you want to
I know who
transition to
does.
seeing someone again, it's very good to build up a picture of the kind of things that they do, the way
Oh,
they
hello,
spend their
girls.
time,
They are back,
because you
actually.
might find a mutual connection. You find that you share some activities, or that you do some things that she wants to do, she does some things that you'd like to try, and then it makes it very easy to then go on and suggest a date from there and take the number.
And do you have any other outdoor, like, active stuff you like to do? You
Yeah.
said volleyball, but anything else?
Yeah, I grew up in the country, so I really enjoy a lot of.
Oh,
activities.
I enjoy nature
Hiking, I
activities.
love fishing.
Please give us the option about something with sex in the public or in the forest. Please.
That's
Because it can't get any worse anymore. Worse.
Fishing, but I love the outside as well. You know, walking in parks or hiking if you've got somewhere like that. How about bicycle?
I like that too.
Yeah. Well, that's something else we could do one day. Like take some bicycles, ride out somewhere.
Yeah. That would be nice.
Cool.
Why is this actually the longest chapter? Because it's the most horrible one. A class of DirtyHotte's Love Academy, I say it again, that's a horrible dialogue. Ask her plans for the coming week. Touch her face. Touch her boobs. Touch her leg. Ask what kind of man she likes. I just said straight away, don't take C in this situation because she will say, all men except for you. Run the cube routine, a psychological test. I mean, it's either D or just touch her face. Let's touch her face. Okay, we have to be serious here. It's DirtyHotte, serious Hotte speaking here. Don't just invade personal space. You have seen in the clubbing chapter before, it's also on YouTube how it's done. But that's not the right moment. But anyways, touch her face, because we talked about our sexual adventures in Thailand already. So let's touch the face.
Just say something. That's it. Oh, come
Oh
on.
damn, she dodged him.
I just wanted to touch your face. You got really.
Why?
If she's playing Destiny 2, she's basically a hunter.
Wanted to, like, kuchi-kuchi-ku, something like that.
That's not
Perfect
really-
dodge.
No,
No.
I don't like that.
Perfect dodge.
Normal.
We'd love to see it.
No. Guys don't do that.
To you.
Period.
I do it
Yeah,
all the time.
well.
Girls love it. Because it's like a big compliment. You look young, you have nice skin, so touch your face.
Oh, I'm sorry. That makes me uncomfortable.
I wash my hands, if that's what you're worried about.
I
Any
wash my
germs or
hands!
Bacteria or whatever.
Still. No.
Well, maybe it's too soon. I'll wait.
Definitely too soon.
Yeah, so
Find
either
me, have a few
it
drinks,
was
and
too
get
soon to
some
touch her, or maybe he was too slow.
going on.
In online gaming you would say he telegraphed his attack
Face now.
like 5 seconds before.
Creepy.
It has to be more surprising, like.
Okay, that was a funny example, but in the
Didn't see
daytime,
that
you
coming,
don't
right?
get to touch her at all.
Ah.
It's fine just to work towards the number and have a good
Water gets a
conversation.
bit cold here. And the nip. Did the nipple thing actually move away from my nipple? Is that possible? Not sure. I'm not sure. I have to check in the recording. Come on, let's go for the psychological test. The cube routine, because I don't know it. And maybe we can learn something, Klaus. So the cube routine, a psychological test. Now, as you know, with all this psychological stuff in Super Seducer, it's time to watch, take notes, and be prepared. Hey Gino, welcome to Mom's Basement and welcome to DirtyHotte's Hot Tub stream. Dirty's Love Academy, live from the hot tub, showing off Super Seducer. I hope you're doing great, and congratulations again, Gina, because Gina got her promotion, if that's correct, right?
So close your eyes. And I want you to imagine that you're in some place.
So congratulations from the hot tub and cheers with the champagne out of Dirty Hotte's mug.
And describe to me what the cube looks like.
Okay, it's silver.
Yeah.
It's floating.
Okay.
It's small, like the size of a die.
Okay. Cool.
I actually missed the test.
And then
Anyhow,
in relation to the cube is the ladder. Can you describe
why is
the
that?
ladder?
I have to fix the nipple. I'm sorry, guys.
Okay, it's green.
Oh,
It's not. It's one of these ladders, not one of these ladders.
Gina,
How big is it?
I'm not going lie to you here. I'm being totally honest as I'm with Dirty Hotte's class.
Okay.
This conversation is going for 15 minutes. For 50 minutes now.
Okay.
And I said it in the first 5 minutes. The chemistry between the two is horrible.
It's grazing.
It's a wonder that she didn't run away already. Especially when Richard told her stories about her sex adventures on his Thailand vacation. I think that was the low point.
Okay.
The Thailand stuff was really the low point.
Flowers. Tell me about the flowers.
The flowers are by the horse. The horse is eating the flowers.
Ah.
I hope you're paying more attention to the psychological test than I did.
Somewhere there's a storm. Where is it?
In the distance, near the mountains.
Very good. All right, open your eyes.
If you have to see where that one is going.
This tells me about your character. So the cube represents your view of yourself.
Okay.
If it's very big, it means you've got a huge ego. But it's quite small, so it means you're quite humble. But then it's silver, so you think, you have that self-confidence that you've got something, special and a little bit shiny, and that's good. And then the ladder represents your ambitions. So the fact that it's quite big and bigger than the cube,
Have
and
to
not
swim a little bit in
under it
front,
or whatever else, means that you have
that's better.
quite big ambition.
Okay.
So the horse represents your man. So it was quite good that he.
I don't
healthy,
touch myself here to bring
good,
pleasure.
and
I
he's
touch
nearby,
myself
right? He's
to
not
fix those
far
covers
away. I
again.
mean, he's not on the horizon or anything.
I know it might be
flowers
disturbing
represent
for some of
in
you.
the future. So it's good that the man is near them, that he's not like an absentee dad or something, right? But a bit strange that he's eating them. So I don't know what to think about that. The final point is positive as well. It means that you have a sunny disposition because your problems are represented by the storm, and it's in the distance. Some people have the storm overhead, and it just means that they've always got problems, or that at that moment they're in a dark period in their life. So does it sound pretty accurate?
Yeah.
Cool.
That's very cool.
This is quite interesting. It's a psychological game. There's a book on it, and a lot of pickup artists have used it.
It was actually a horrible test.
Psychological test.
I preferred the test with the strawberry field. Just Google strawberry field psychological test, because there we were like going into the sexual direction like in the first 15 seconds, which was actually hilarious. Okay, so we asked. So right now, I'm totally honest here. Right now, I just want this chapter to end. Yeah, I said more of the touching of her face. He was just too slow. She dodged that like a pro. Suggest meeting for a drink and take her number. Say you have a few spare minutes. Invite her to make love in the restroom. Ladies and gentlemen, I think that's the right answer. But let's see what else we got here. Suggest going hiking together sometime and take her number. Take her number and say you'll be in touch. A, C, and D are boring, so we're absolutely going for B, right? Because trying to touch her went so well. And I feel it. That's what she's really looking for, right?
So I've just noticed something. There's a restroom over there, right? And wait a second while I tell you my plan. You seem like an adventurous girl. You said you're so what we're going to do, you're going to go to that restroom and I'm just going to bang your brains out.
Oh my God. No, just...
Well, just quickly, 3-4 minutes. I know you're busy.
Come on, be serious.
I don't even know what to
It won't be more than 1 minute, 10 seconds.
I know you're happy. I know
With taking the trousers off.
Say thank you. It's going to be great. Let's go now.
You're a pervert, and I want you to leave my
I've heard
table.
that before.
No, I'm sure you have.
I'm going to
Really,
leave.
you need to leave.
I'm going to leave the table.
No, yeah.
I tell you what I'm going to do. You're going to love it. I'm going to leave the table. I'll go and wait there.
Okay.
Get ready, so to speak.
You go do that.
you come and join me in like.
I get ready, so to speak.
All right. So
I have no idea what he means.
come in 30 seconds.
I won't say it.
Yeah. You'll be there.
No.
You have to find out
Go.
by
Go to the
yourself.
bathroom.
Go to the. I don't need to go to the bathroom to.
I mean, and why we at it?
I'm not going.
Why we at it and on our way to the restroom? Why aren't we just talking to the waitress like on the way and inviting her as well?
Be like the best
I mean, that sounds like a solid plan, right?
Just
wonderful.
Just leave. Get lost.
Oh, ladies
No
and
more.
gentlemen.
I don't want. Not another word.
You do
Nope.
want.
Stop. Seriously, you're
But
creeping me out.
Just give me.
No, I don't.
Wait until you see what I've got
I
here.
am serious. You're extremely.
No, please.
I want you to leave.
Extremely creepy.
Extremely creepy.
Look, okay, look, I've had it with you. I'm not gonna. It's like,
Okay,
oh,
just- I
please
don't-
take
I
$1
don't
million.
wanna hear it.
No, I don't
I
want
don't
it.
wanna hear
No,
it.
I don't want it. Here, have these Lamborghini keys. Drive it. No, I
Go.
don't want it. Okay,
Go.
fine. I'm going.
True gentleman.
I have no idea. I have no idea why that didn't work out. No idea. I'm basically out of ideas because that was the best option. Okay, sorry. Suggest meeting for. If I collapse here, you know, if I collapse and it looks like I'm drowning in the hot tub, please call an ambulance. Send help. Take her number and say you'll be in touch. Actually, how will he take her number? Like with the touching before? I mean, she has to give it in. Uh-oh. Going away. Uh-oh. Okay. Okay. I mean, now I'm showing you the real professional her, the real professional here, and that's why I have a wonderful significant other. Because I know what I'm doing. And that's C. And that's the serious answer now, okay? Suggest going hiking together sometime and take a number, and I tell you why. I tell you exactly why. Because like half an hour ago, no, we don't go for A now, Morph. We go for C now because that's correct. And I tell you why. Because she was mentioning that she loves outside stuff like half an hour ago. But I still remember. I still remembered it. Because I listen and I'm interested in my conversational partner. And that's why we take C. It might be that he was the guy who wants to hike, but might have mixed it up.
One day we could take a little trip or, I don't know, meet in the evening. Anyway, lots of stuff. We've got lots of stuff we could do together. So why don't you give me your number and we'll arrange something.
Told you.
Thanks.
Exactly right. It flows very smoothly to find something.
Yeah, more
that you both
boom!
like and then suggest
Got it!
that as the reason to see each other again. It's way better than just saying, "Hey, give me your number," or "Hey, let's go for dinner
And
tomorrow."
I guess, and I think you guessed it already correct, because what's better to relax after a stressful and long hike in the golden hot tub at Mom's basement? That's where we invite her next. Do we have that option? I think we don't. Say goodbye. Be warm. Say how nice it was to meet. What's be warm? I don't get it. Quite coldly say goodbye and then you'll be in touch. Okay, you can say it warm goodbye or cold goodbye. Give her a long lingering handshake. That sounds kind of creepy because I'm already imagining like sweaty hands. That's horrible. D. A goodbye hug. You don't see that, right? Swim a little bit back. Here. Out of the way. D. A goodbye hug. Then go in for the kiss. And that's exactly what we're doing because she's so into getting touched the whole time. So there is absolutely no reason why D wouldn't work, right?
Okay, so I'm gonna get going, but it was lovely to see you.
Yeah.
It's so lovely.
Little hug. Too soon?
Yeah.
okay, don't worry.
It was the most creepy hug ever.
I'll call you anyway. See you soon. Bye.
No, please don't call me. Oh, why didn't that work? I have no idea.
Remember that a kiss should only come after you've created a nice seductive bubble and she wants it and she's given you all the signs that she's ready.
Chat. We got a few people here, I guess. I have a question. What the fuck? So Dirty has a question right now. That it doesn't happen often because most of the time I have the answers. What the fuck is a seductive bubble? Anyway, okay, regarding the options we still have, I say we go for the warm goodbye. Yeah, so no idea anybody, wonderful. So normally now I would say we go for A, the warm goodbye, and that it was nice to meet her. But I actually want to hear option B as well. Quite coldly say goodbye. I wonder how that will play out.
Okay, so I better be going. See ya.
Okay, bye.
This one is counterintuitive, but it's exactly the right answer.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Friendly at the leaving, like, okay, see you again soon. It's lovely to meet you. Really enjoyed it. See you,
Oh, hey, come on.
Like then it
Really?
just means that she knows that you like her. She knows you're going to message her, and she's not really thinking.
I was reading
If
Massage.
you do the opposite, and you're kind of cold. She might think, "Hang on, did I do something wrong there at the end? Does he really like me? Will he message me? Does he want to see me again?" Just makes you look very cool and keeps her thinking about you in the interim between the time where you say bye bye and the time when you message her and get in touch again.
No. Oh, we're going for the results.
In situations
Can
like
I pause that? I can't pause it. I'm just talking louder than Richard now, so you don't miss it. Shut up.
That you don't stay standing. You make sure
How
that
can
you
I-
sit down in the
how can I shut him
process of
up?
asking the question to get you sitting together. So it's the correct option.
Okay. So the moment when she was saying bye-bye, when he was saying coldly goodbye, you should have said after her bye-bye, you should have added another whatever. Whatever. You know, to make your point.
This is the right option, and it can always lead to an interesting conversation. Whether she's into a job, she can tell you why, or she's not, and she can tell you something else that she's passionate about. When someone has something that they actually care about in their life, you don't want to tease them about it or denigrate it. So it's good to give them some validation on something like this, you know, the job that she's obviously passionate about. Well done, you weren't distracted.
Is anybody actually interested in the results?
That's something that, you know, you can use out there. Well done for paying attention and getting the right response. Good one, that's exactly right. When someone can talk
thanks
about
for stopping
something
by.
passionately, you wanna
Very
give them a
happy
chance
to have
do
you here
that,
today.
not cut them off,
I
talk
hope
about
you learned
themselves,
one or two
ask
things for
boring
your
questions.
relationship.
Just give them a chance.
DirtyHotte always out there to help.
Perfect subject to
Mom's
connect.
basement and the hot tub.
This is not an absolute rule, but in most cases it's correct, so well done. Nice one. You know, when a girl has something that is a real talent, something that she should be proud of, something she's worked hard on, that's the kind of thing you don't want to tease her too much on. So, you know, say well done, say you respect that, and say why, and then go deeper into it, because, you know, you need to find out why she would do that, why she was interested, what would make her spend the time on it, and it's going to lead to interesting conversation, make her feel good as well. This is the right choice, and it's always interesting to talk about cultural differences, so it can lead to some nice conversation. When you want to transition to seeing someone
Can
again,
we do
it's
it
very good
first
to
faster?
build
No.
up a picture of the kind of things that they do, the way they spend their time.
We can do that faster. Why is nobody telling me
It flows
that?
very smoothly to find something that you both like, and then suggest doing that as the. This one is counterintuitive, but it's exactly the right answer. The
Yeah,
reason is
but
that if you're
you have to add a
friendly,
whatever.
Okay, see you again